What's going on, guys? Tyler here, back with another Elementor video. And guess what, guys? The gradient button just became very easy to create, and I want to show you in this video exactly how to do that and just how simple it really is. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I really appreciate you stopping by. Be sure and smash that nice red looking subscribe button. Join the family and be notified of upcoming videos just like this one. Now, this gradient button should work for Elementor free users, as it does just use the regular Elementor button widget. But if you would like to upgrade to Elementor Pro, because there's so much more customization you can do to your site, I do have a link down below in the description. So check out and see what kind of price you can get for that. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into my computer here, and we're here, and you can see I've been working on this gradient button right here. I do have, this is a mask effect real quick. I made a video about this. If you guys are interested in a cool, really cool effect for your logo, for like images or designs or shapes, anything like that, you can actually click on that card up top of this video and see how to do this. It's really actually very easy to do, and it's a cool effect. But enough about that. You are here for this awesome gradient button. Now, I do want to mention I made a video about this about a year ago, and it was using shadows and things like that to try and replicate this, and it was very difficult. It was very clunky, and it was not optimal at all. And Elementor, being the awesome, company that they are, they listen to their users and their customers, and they made this feature, and it's super cool. It's very easy to implement. I've gone ahead and just gone over here and dragged a button in. So you just click and drag it right in here, and then we're going to go ahead and edit the settings. And what we'll be working with mostly today are on the style settings. So once you have that, you're going to scroll down here. You'll see your button looks like this. It's just one solid color, and that color can be chosen right over here. All we're going to do is switch it off of classic and switch it over to gradient, and just like that, we get this gradient effect. Now, a few settings for this gradient effect. We have a number one color right here. That's our first color. And we have a second color, the number two color right here, which is blue. And I've chosen orange and blue just because they contrast each other, and it's easy to kind of visualize the effects that are taking place as we adjust the settings here. Now, the first thing that we are going to do is right over here, we have color number one. This is orange. The location is going to be where the gradient starts. Now, I don't know if you guys know how a gradient works, but basically a gradient starts blending in to another color. And so as far as we adjust this location, we're going to continue getting solid orange, and it's going to push it further and further out. So as you can see, I've put it right here at about 50. So that means there's solid orange all the way up to the middle point and to the left. And if we bring this blue, you can see it's at 100 because it's pushed all the way over here to the edge of the button. If we bring it all the way down to 50, you can kind of see what happens here. When we get to 50, you can see we have a solid line, and that's because they're not blending at all. We have a solid blue all the way up until 50% coming from the right, and we have solid orange up to 50% coming from the left. Now, in order to make the gradient, all we have to do is move the location back a little bit so you get that fade effect, and you move this location back a little bit and you get that fade effect. Now, I'm just going to let you mess around with those. Typically, if you just want the whole button a gradient, you'll push one all the way to the right and push one all the way to the left, and you'll get that effect. Now, again, your angle might be a little bit different. This is actually going to be the angle of the gradient. And if we bring these back down to 50s or even more than that, you can see right here, this is the angle, and this is what this adjusts right here, is the angle and the direction of the gradient. And just to give you some visual, the angle, if you set it to 90, you have a vertical line and the gradient is horizontal. If you set the angle to 180 or maybe even 360, you're going to have a horizontal line, and the gradient is going vertically. So now if we go ahead and adjust this, we can go ahead and bring the location down and up, and you have that vertical gradient right there. All right, now another option that we have right here is the type. Now you can switch this type to radial, and you'll see it kind of is like one color in the middle and then fading out in a ring out to the edges of the button. Now you're thinking, when would you actually ever use this? But watch this cool effect right here. We can bring this up to like the mid 70s, bring this down to somewhere in between here. Let's go ahead and switch the position. Now this is actually where the circle is, or the ring is going to be placed. Let's go ahead and put top right, and you can see just like that we now have this cool effect where we've got like this kind of like curved edge, and it's another color here. And if we switch it over to, you know, maybe a color that kind of complements this, you know, something like that, that might look pretty good. And we can go ahead and maybe adjust the blend a little bit here so it looks a little bit more like on the edge, and boom, you get this cool effect with that radial type. And that about wraps it up, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider hitting that like button so this video can get boosted in the YouTube algorithm. And of course, guys, I always recommend Elementor Pro. I have a link down below in the description. See what kind of price you can get for it. It is a great price for an awesome premium plugin. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by today. I really appreciate you being here with me for your first video of mine. If you want to hit that nice red looking subscribe button, you can hit that bell icon as well and be notified of upcoming videos just like this one. All right, guys, with no further ado, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care.